Hello everyone, it's Amy, and I was just making some beads and dropping my paintbrush, and I thought that you might want to see how I did it. So first I'm going to, this bead is already made, and it's 5 thicknesses of not cardboard, but chipboard, all glued together. And I'll show you after I paint this one and set it down to dry, I'll show you how I did that. The first time I saw this was quite a long time ago, and I believe it was by Eileen McInnes here on YouTube, and that is the name of her YouTube channel. And I made a few then, and I really liked them, and then I kind of forgot about them. And over this last week I've been looking at beads, and I saw these again and thought, oh, I want to do some of those. So I went ahead and I got my punches out and some chipboard and started making these. But I was really looking for the boho beads. I am just having a real hard time with those. I don't like the way that they turn out when I work on them, like the fabric beads, and with all the twine or fibers and stuff wrapped around it, and chain and beads and wire. And so I've been trying to watch some of those videos, but I'm still just not getting it. I don't know why, but I'm not able to put them together the way that I think that they look pretty. Everybody else's looks pretty, so I'll figure it out one of these days. But because of doing that, I came across these, so I quit trying that and decided to try this again. And this works out. These are really pretty. And they can go on journals, but they can also be a statement piece on a necklace. They can be your pendant portion. There we go. I think that's enough. Okay, so the way that I did put these together, I need some glue. And actually I used tacky glue, but right now I just grabbed my Elmer's. But I just took 3 layers. And this actually is a really thin cardstock, so I think I'm going to do 4. But all I did was I just put some glue on there. And because the wet glues are kind of slippery, the way that I did it was I put the glue on and then just set them down for a minute, kind of let that glue tack up a little bit. Even using the tacky glue, it's still a really wet glue, and they want to slide on each other. Now I would probably do like 4 or 5 beads, so that would be like, if I did 4, that would be 16 of these. I would do all 16 and then go back to the beginning and then just put my 4 layers together. And actually this one's going to wind up being 5 layers, because the last layer you don't put glue on, and I forgot about that. So literally I just cut these with my cutter and with my paper trimmer, and it trimmed up the chipboard really nicely. I wasn't sure about that. And then I just squished them together. And then what you need to do is stick them in a piece of parchment. Just make sure that you get them lined up as well as you can. Because at the end you're going to sand them to get off any extras, but you want to, the better that they're lined up, the less sanding you have to do. So I'm going to take this, stick it in a piece of parchment, and stick it in my dictionary. Okay, so, and then after that dries, what you do is you just take your scissors, and that will be 5 thicknesses thick, and you just take your scissors and you cut right in the middle. You cut a little bit off of here, and then you go over and, well, you cut it straight through like this. I'll show you how to do it. Like that. Set that one down, and then you cut a little bit more. So what you're doing is you're cutting a tiny bit out of the center, and so then it winds up looking like that. And then you just, and those again are 5 thicknesses thick, the one we just did. And then what you do is you put some glue on there, and you take a full-size square and stick it on top. Turn it over, and take a full-size square and stick it on the bottom. And then what you'll have is you'll have a bead like this that has a hole in it, because that's where you cut it straight across, and then you just put a solid circle on each side with those a square, and that's what makes your bead, and that you cut out is what makes your hole. Now I like the butterflies because with the butterflies I just cut off their body, and then I put a full butterfly on the top and a full butterfly on the bottom, and then I have that nice hole right there. So then I don't even have to figure out where center is. Excuse me. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that much where center is anyways, and I'm just going to, I just wanted to, because I cut out a piece of pink for this butterfly, I wanted to put a base coat of pink underneath, so anything that stuck out around the edges would just blend right in. And I just punched this butterfly out of just some drop paper that I had painted. It was just a large desk calendar, and I just painted it up. Oh, I know, to make covers for toilet paper roll books. I keep saying I'm not doing the 100 things, but I keep watching people do the 100 things, and then I just do what they do. So I guess I am doing the 100 things. Isn't that pretty, though? That turned out really pretty, and then I can just punch another one. There, here's my drop paper. I just stenciled it and put dilutions on it. And then I'm just going to take a piece of this and line up my butterfly to where I think I like the looks of it, and give it a punch. Just punch that out. So, but yeah, I've been really enjoying everybody's 100 Things Challenge. It's been fun to watch all the different things people are making and be able to play along too. And I'm just using water glue to put the butterflies on there. And my water glue is 2 parts glue to 1 part water. And it's just whatever white glue I have, like Elmer's or the Dollar Tree brand, not tacky glue, but whatever kind of school glue that I have. There we go. Now that's on there, and I'm going to put just a little bit more pink around the edges. And I'll kind of catch it on the top there, so it's got a little bit of pink there. Just blend it all together. Just let the paintbrush catch. No, it's been fun. I've been watching Betsy Doodle. It's Dances with Pit Bulls is the lady that started the 100 Things Challenge. And I've been watching Dee do it, and Wendy Mason, and ZC's Creation, Marsha, I think, and Patricia Stubbs. There's a whole bunch of people that are doing it. You should just put it in, and it's called 100 Things Challenge, and basically it's you don't buy anything to make what you're making. You just make it with what you already have to use up some of your stash. And so, but they're making all sorts of things, which is really, it's really fun, because if you're a little bit stuck for an idea, just go check those out, because there's tons of ideas there. Alrighty, I'm just going to put a little bit around the top here. But thank you all for watching my Build Your Stash series and my other videos. I really appreciate it. I'm up to 1,800 subs, which is just, I never would have imagined that. I wouldn't have even imagined 100, let alone 1,800. So I really do appreciate all of that support. And I really have a good time making these videos. It's something that's kind of just for me. And then today, I just did week 34, because I'm trying to stay ahead by 3 weeks, just in case I need a week here or there. There he is. After that paint dries, then I'll put a clear coat of water glue on top. And so, but I'm trying to stay ahead, and I was just doing week 34, and when I uploaded it to YouTube and I was putting my pieces together, because that's where I do my edit, is in the YouTube editor, and it came and it said that after September 20th, the YouTube editor will no longer be available. I'm not sure what I'm going to do then, so I'll have to figure it out, but I'm not super computer literate, and the YouTube editor was so simple. You just go in and say, put this one with this one, and it does, and all your parts are put together. So, I don't know. It says go and check out other editing software and stuff, but for the very end of the year, my Build Your Stash videos may be in 3 or 4 parts each week, because that's usually sometimes even more. How many parts that I wind up putting together because of drying time, or just because I can only do about 10 minutes upload at a time off of my phone, and I do it off I film on my iPhone. So I don't know, I'm a little scared about that. So if there's any of you out there that use some other kind of a video editor, I'm just looking to where I can just upload a piece. See, and that's the other thing, you know, with my videos, I just hit on my phone, upload to YouTube, and it doesn't take very long, and it's uploaded to YouTube. And I just upload it privately so that I can make sure everything's okay, or if it's like one of my series, so I can keep it private until the time comes. But, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about how that's all going to work. Hopefully I can still just directly upload. Yeah, I think I could directly upload them to YouTube. It says that some of the other things are going to be there, just not the editing software. I like the looks of that one too. That one I'm going to put black around the edges, probably with a pen. And you don't have to do both sides either. You can just leave one side painted, which I think I'm going to do. Yeah, so if any of you like put your videos together, if you put pieces of your videos together, tell me what software you use so I can look into it and see if it's something I think I can do, because I just don't know. And I just got the hang of using the YouTube editor before the beginning of this year, which is part of the reason I decided to do the series, is that, well, I don't know, I guess maybe I knew it for about a year, but I hate new things, especially when it comes to computers. So now I'm just gonna put my water glue on the outside of this one, set it on a piece of parchment, and let it dry. You know, I think that I might put some clear nail polish on this when it's done, just to shine it up a little bit, because that's the one thing with the water glue, it doesn't really have, it might have kind of a satin sheen to it. It's not totally flat, but it doesn't have a shine. And I really like it when it shines. Well, there's my butterfly pendant. And the one thing that I do before where's my other piece of parchment? Here we go. Before I paint them or put the front on them or anything, I take a little piece of sandpaper and I just sand the edges, like with the circles, because like if you look, you can see the different layers on there. I don't know how well you can see that in there, but then I just, like with the circles, I just roll them around like this. And it really kind of like brings it all together. and makes it look like one solid piece instead of a bunch of little layers. So it's a good thing to do because that gives you that finishing touch. When people look at it and they see the edges, if they see all those layers, they'll pretty much know how you did that. I mean, not that they can't know how, but you know what I mean. They'll know it's just pieces. But if you sand it so that it's nice and smooth like that, it kind of makes it all one piece. And then when you paint it, and after I do that, because it does give you, I don't know if you can see the little bit of a ridge right there. See? So then I just do it flat on my sandpaper. But yeah, it just makes it so it just looks like a really pretty bead, and you know, they'll think you got it somewhere instead of made it. But so this is what I'm doing anyways. I think I might have went too long for this to even upload because, like I said, I can only do it 10 minutes at a time. So if it uploads and you get to see it, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you all have an outstanding day and make some beads, whatever kind. You could make some boho beads and put them on so that I can watch how you do it so I can figure it out. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.